3-back system ya oboye na against Chelsea. Chelsea bought 3-back na bebre na nim so be match up with Chelsea for with a 3-back or hono ko ball 4-back and against Man City or no ball 4-back no na hoso kwa ko ball 3-back no abo Rob Holding no abo Said Kolasinac. I mean, I think sir these are boys are more quality no e form kakra and Osha Arsenal bobo no share omabakwasem Osha the winning mentality and wo bobo ko nim senia na city senia mekai those days of min quite kra no Freddie Ljungberg nom ne Robert Pires nom any the aggression of Gilberto Silva nom any Patrick Vieira any Pascal Sigan nom all of those fine players are no more William Gala, you know, Ashley Cole now share ne senia Arsenal team na ye na yes of course waiting about 3 days now goal in my and not sure how falling and the standards to me are falling as far as Arsenal Bobo Kono are concerned and I guess the anti-Arsenal phone to mean defending you know and they say Granit Xhaka red card they become one because I think Arsenal for a lucky leadership omuni Mrantia team no name Mrantia Mikel Arteta Toya Ben White on £50 million or 23 years Odegaard or 34 million pounds or 22 years Aaron Ramsdale or 30 million pounds or 23 years Lukonga or 50 million pounds or 21 years Nuno Tavares or 8 million pounds or 21 years into when mukrano yankwala me sure say Arsenal team na nkasa ni omo supporters omo nim say omo ntumi form any ento sam rantie we so into who here Xhaka who here Aubameyang who here Lacazette who here maybe Hector Bellerin rantie more character more leadership qualities on the boa team we na so say Granit Xhaka be the red card be said yeah now clearly there's a problem with team my friend Arsenal and I was shocked the body language of Alexander Lacazette but no yinisim original touchline coach I didn't no utumi say agro no ono amu afuno no ohwe bit Aubameyang agro beka say onya akra na ye na frim out ni ba bia odwen ho enti Arsenal team no ntumi fan hye nipa baako because emre omudi Arteta omudi Unai Emery free ho no na Arsenal 1 point off the top 4 no massa boy Europa League final against Chelsea and omu taking that decision way would there be a rush again to take a certain decision maybe will affect the team in the long term because evidence as a Wenger free bobo ko nim no e ya dia mpuntu obi aniwa etumi aba team no mo na red card ne dia onim say the entia midik me kasa midik kan say Arsenal di kan boy na uhwe Chelsea and Liverpool dey na course for Anfield now we send ya Reece James di red card now we send your opinion a friend Thomas Tuchel e hye dem rantie no or di Mateo Kovacic bam e be replacing N'Golo Kante or di Thiago Silva ebe solidify the defense now say na Mikel Arteta tsna hodin na 10 against 11 just say on nim the oye and yenim say Premier League no bien say a wing play cross and dorso anytime bia Man City for be cross ball bia no na just say say go ya ba ni sa say o tie kire now to say ball no 5-0 man nya won bebre ebetuma enso ebetuma won twe ebetuma enkron because Raheem Sterling crown no chances o munyaye hwe Chelsea team no the entia Thomas Tuchel any Arteta no o ka Arteta ho asem a I think say obehia mrekakra but o hwe say na Thomas Tuchel set up the team at the end and now onya red card there Reece James nya red card no here chances crown na Mateo Kovacic create here it was Lukaku to Kovacic or ball shorter goalkeeper Bekalis in Sevilla even with 10 against 11 not Chelsea for a very good threat so there's a problem with not just the owners because they be a chama say Arsenal for owners no omato Pepe omato Aubameyang omato players say was so mutumi to abo team no ama competition to me call him now so ayadem say coaches na no na omodemo no enso ani nti quite normal say Arsenal is here kan a unim say dabi sanya sia duru dia den a Arsenal papa bia ni wa omo ebetumi nti ehwe animu say omo ne Norwich ne Burnley no omo next 2 games no say Arsenal for betumi magic kakra but transfer market no na transfer window no enyanko na wie ye Wolverhampton for players we say Ruben Neves omo João Moutinho omo Fabio Silva okọ Bundesliga ni mu kọ French Liga ni mu a obenya quality players kakra Arsenal team no na my Jerry screenshot of 2 teams na obia na bench to show Arsenal team na omo ata nkuko mu goalkeeper no Arsenal inquire the 2 goalkeepers at na bench in Fasobia ni so because Enyadia Benlenos no eba be pramo film Osha Pablo Mari Osha Nuno Tavares El Nani Konkonga Maitland-Niles ono kra no Osha mu position right back 2 hona and ono kra ni Mboche and Callum Chambers no I no so emfa Martinelli Mentias yes or Martinelli Emoboli Lacazette there e was some jane kwan Man City for bench Osha John Stones Nathan Ake Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Raheem Sterling, Mahrez, Cole Palmer. Who say bench no kra no. Omo nyina to me ra Arsenal start 11 him to me ball at the same time. Inti Arsenal problem ne there. I'm say here no Leicester City for tumo. West Ham for so ba Everton ba. Inti ye be wie dwuma de ni nyina no. Na Arsenal for to so be du mienu because said near nyoma ni si ku kon no there. Mo to aso na mo gigi goals ni say chama mo team no obi amabo. Mentias say otumi bo Odegaard ni Smith Rowe because obian defend it into acquire Shaka nkwa Shaka soro ya na red card na red card into Arsenal case no me sure say impanyufo bedwen ho na o ma shase free soro abasie ni a solution to this deteriorating state of Arsenal. But for Man City, what more can you say as the defending champions? And their Arsenal say about number 10 for Mienu Bernardo Silva ni Ilkay Gundogan. Na eba ni say na Ilkay Gundogan kra to me ko pin ball e wa Arsenal penalty box ni mo go 3 back
Callum Chambers out tintin
no mo bot 3 back 3 center backs and so bien who to me fa sa elbow no and crosses ne ba na Ferran Torres no share no pimbi mu defend the cry in fact it will check it Chelsea ni Liverpool now we say near Chelsea 4 ball with 10 men now we say near Arsenal 4 ball with 10 men no sampa mu adwuma ye papa ye at the end of the season.
I Yusuf ha Yusuf trips are Chips and Arsenal new. Yeah. Chips and Arsenal ni pa nti. We are no so bo am that's our problem.
Opening remarks as in na DBC. I think it's a mentality Arsenal is accepting their level now no. I reflected through the players.
No, it's self-realization. The only thing higher is say even if it's a West Ham any city nearby, West Ham put up a challenge.
That is the point I'm making. Even if Obelusua put up a fight. Adia yemi japa game no run say from the 45th minute in the second half.
You say winner Arsenal. Or they take for her live on Facebook. Where before the game yeah bebo game no. And Arsenal official to the handle I treaty way. Our boys are back. Yes. Where you go share West Brom. You go share West Brom 6.
I'm say Arsenal ball game no with no soul, no fighting spirit, and most importantly, Arsenal play the game with no game plan. The aim you are in game and say we have a game now. A drew by 45th minute to by 70th minute. No, now Man City about 90% of ball possession. Arsenal had 10.
Who be grader
from the 45th minute to 70th minute. Now Man City about 90%. Arsenal about only 10%. To make matters worse, your ball game in the German. Now Arsenal only 1 shot off target. Man City about 11 shot on target. They are on target grand by. Arsenal shot of boy in 1 pair, which was of course off target. Now, Chairman, what the kaka? See a starting season with Arsenal losing the game in Senyina. A BSC pen. But the ABC done is in 1954-55 season now, Arsenal losing the first 3 games, you know. Me was our games, you know. First game, Arsenal losing 3-1 to Newcastle. Second game, Arsenal losing 1-0 to Everton. The third game of the season, Arsenal losing, you know, Arsenal losing 3-1 to West Brom. The difference is that in that year, no, Arsenal were scoring even though they lost all 3 games. Come to this season, some games are Arsenal boni no. Arsenal entering for ball end to net. Now, over so Arsenal situation as ye pa chairman. Arsenal conceded 9 goals. 3 games now Arsenal boni nyina chairman. Arsenal total shot on target A6. Arsenal total shot on target. Less than the number of goals are Arsenal. So even though say Obiaji Tum say Arsenal the quality there, but Arsenal is not putting up a fight. There my rehu more krani say chairman, I rehu seven say Pep Guardiola and say game there for too much. It as at 16th minute into the second half, no any changes in a week. Arsenal Man City ball game against Arsenal. 16th minute into the second half. Now Pep, I any changes in a week. No one say oh, the BNC, and that is something I think say Arsenal mentally Arsenal too soft, too soft. And I think say Adebakwa Chelsea ayadia a bomb say they've been ruthless with managers. Obana Onyadia, you go, you pay the consequences, you go. The new manager comes in and they get the results. I think say time to sack Arteta now because you're international break. So you have enough time. Even new coach Ibano, Obenya time, team. When are you going to wait? No, but try the beer before you sack Arteta.
Okay, what they are trying say we Arsenal. They remember Chelsea so any Liverpool game so. Rich Bremer na me match up some because they say such as Arsenal ni kese pa na. They say the team yayi. Na so the amount was trolley or social media ni bi nie. We Arsenal ni as we wo so aboa do say then the would have yes, I never is a baby doing there. You say, Edison, the control is Arteta still a post, and Adaya Madridista say, please let me ask BKB right now and get back to you. Team Fuze.
Arrow. Obika Man City. They are
Reverend Kakrabading. Oh, you're huge Arsenal fan. Now, I said just finished watching the Arsenal match. What should our coach do to win matches? Any suggestions? And I said, this is what happens to Arsenal fans. And I know. Reverend Kakrabading of Lighthouse Chapel International. And in fact, we were all over. Everyone saw me and say, Big gave me something like Gary Al Smith, feeling so sad for the trial. Sad.
Man City, Obiedika can say, quite obvious season. We want to have Pep and more with the orthodox number 9. But chairman, how long can they survive with that? And so 2 games are in fact all the Arsenal game they can win. What they call last season. On last 3 home games are Man City and they score 5. Last home game was against Everton, almost 5. On my first home game this season was against Norwich, almost 5. And on my second home game this season, I asked almost 5. But how long can they survive with this no number 9? Shana goes no here Arsenal first goal now almost Arsenal no. Keep on the ball. And Otoma Bernardo Silva. There was no pressing. Obiam pressing no. Bernardo Silva na mfimfini was and the ball no come Gabriel Jesus right back. Gabriel right side no. Oba cross the chairman. Arsenal 2 defenders agent na nim. Obiam pressing Gabriel Jesus. And no here crossing no. Crossing by no. The short as Obi said the shortest player on the pitch on that day no. And they say go no. So we see Liverpool. We see Chelsea where they will press you. They will not give that spaces now. Can Man City survive in those games without a proper number 9? Man is the commentator. No more game. Na commentator ne kai. Was it no CR7, no Ronaldo, no problem. The answers lie within. But say, how many teams are? How many teams are no Chibo? How many teams say Arsenal boy? Man City might not have problems. But what if they meet teams like Liverpool, like Chelsea? They will not give spaces. They will press you. Can they actually survive the whole season without an orthodox number 9? You need to ask that question.
Wow, Eugene Tafo Adam Pom or saying, hope you had your shock. No wonder you don't call yourself false prophet anymore. You lost it years ago. Championing Vanguard. Now you saw. As Obi is saying, when Leno is in the post, every shot across is a goal. Arteta consistency on this indecisions shows he is the original Lucifer. Still the Gunners forever. You just avoid the boom. We have a check. Rich, Bremer na minko Chelsea so nye on Arsenal. Yemra the Chelsea Liverpool game.
I think so.
And of course, Referee Taylor saying some.
My problem back where Pep Guardiola. Arsenal problem back on.
Oh, we be our catcher.
Waka from last season. Or Arsenal we are. No, waka so man the timer.
Yama,
no bet match bet.
Oh no, for
no go bet match 10. Ah, onim so shebe brea. Ye wie ye be pam no. No decide is about mom omun shebe. It was one of Arsenal's problem. Last season, some of Arsenal was show me. The same thing was like I was you. Man, the time no munya GD no more. Obey Juano. As obi ni GD no. He's there. He's not working. Chamo 2008-2009 season. The last time I has G League as on Bejiwe no. Okay, is a season no. Adebisi was Anteko. ABS you Arsenal. Unimza after the game and my captain Uba. I say players in a crisis meeting. Okay, say no. Me refi coach no, but me kai say better to never rescue Kotoko. I will chase has and has better on points until Kotoko ball draw with Liberty. Emma has as Angelique minutes okay season. Answer Kotoko players na o ya almost yeah you pesi ehia na ebusebuse ho face to face dey na asi. Yes, yani ebusa ehun say omo ye meeting sa Uber and after the Saturday after the game I say Arsenal players no person mo hia no ye meeting. Na mo dey there. Arsenal ni coach. That's the first problem. Say Ateta na chere tactics no. Nti na Pep ye dey. Omo kasa sam sa me si maybe Pep Guardiola in the first Champions League. And almost so Barcelona, there is a coach there. Yeah, Feno, and Tenkate was a why. No, chere tactics na Pep there. Ono ne ya yine keke ena nkofo de mutim koma atenka ngo gujim no the same thing on make say ai ukọ Man City Ateta na check tactics na nkasa ti Pep no so ede ena Ateta de tactics ni na ba Arsenal ena Arsenal team na ekọ sa I think it's a big problem a big problem na chamo yan kan okran nipa Arsenal defenders na ball enano no most of them won't start at even Burnley because James Tarkowski and Ben Me Arsenal centre backs no obia no beto to move agra Burnley James Tarkowski and Ben Me Arsenal centre backs no cannot bench them let young can okre okwa West Ham Arsenal move back a Chelvon when the best at West Ham when the best at Everton
yeah.
It's not as if Arsenal is not spending. Most spending power. Me say this is £132 million and Arsenal spending. Arsenal got top Nicolas Pepe 72 million. Nicolas Pepe. So we need to obey. So obey then. Now Arsenal discard got you are not making the right decisions in terms of recruitment. Players never know. And yet the right players. Arsenal a lucky coach. Chamo, for Southampton team no ball no more Southampton. How many of the Arsenal players will walk into the Southampton team? How many of the Arsenal players? See, and Southampton ball no more bono. Ever walking into it, Arsenal player be stadio. There's problem with quality in terms of quality. No, Arsenal have a problem here, pa. Then Christian just nailed it. When Man City about Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace beat my barber 74th minute, 75th. Now City has started running riot over them. Arsenal can only stand City for 7 minutes. How? 7 minutes. Ni Arsenal boni di anawiye. Now Man City aji game na boni nyina Arsenal sa. No fight. You don't see in the eyes of the players there. We want to do something. I have seen Burnley play Man City. Man City are struggling in a game. No, they are controlling possession, they are doing everything in the game, but you see that Man City watching no, they are openings open, any spaces so enyano, omunya spaces no, and fanya jumo somewhere. No much in the game. They will eventually win, but they are giving a fight. They are playing Burnley, they are playing Crystal Palace, Obe Bournemouth, Obe Mano fight. Arsenal say we did more. Right from the players to Obia. When these players are earning big, check your music how much. Never say Leicester City there, nyamu yonko nyamu. Say ye kase ye bowl league Englander. Arsenal for nyamu yonko Leicester City. Which do?
Oma sign ho kakra.
Kakra. Kakra say last season mudi.
Ateta nso we dada o ba Ateta effect. Oh.
Ateta effect. And na me say Arsenal mo ba ka chess on na chere tactics. The man just said.
Dada ye.
Chamo, he is not a top coach. Arsenal problem mo sisiano. They need a top notch coach. And unfortunately, Antonio Conte is at home, but Minya shows a Conte play style of play players or penal. If you ask us, say,
the cross say be fan. You fan and no be almost star na.
there you. Who say Antonio Rudiger? Oh, percenter backs are on set and Cabo or when you're doing. Ask the place, the ninja thing.
It's a moment when you do there.
Yapo cross aba. Said Kolasinac. Callum Chambers. Chomo height Gundogan. Another player can jump when the boys nobody nyamayo. And no mushi ti born no mobile form. Now short man that you know a pin body at net. Bernardino Ntina Moma, the Argentine goalkeeper they call Aston Villa. Ne Ben Lenunja.
Martinez send the change coach Nasano. Lennon Martinez one also call. O de na Arsenal fans no. Omo nyum na moto yi no. Za moto. Obviously, we lose every week. You are nothing special. We lose every week. No more to Chairman City from there. We lose every week. Oh.
We lose every week. You're nothing special. We lose every week. We lose every week. You're nothing special. We lose every.
Okay, Eti, Yusuf, Chipsa, another strong Arsenal fan. Enya
agro can come. You say the atamfo enya ye. Enya ye carry.
What is the problem, Chipsa?
Can come here me face problems and do na if you Ateta because coach there you always have your philosophies. Who believes OGD and who should lead you into which players you recruit.
Yeah.
But you can't rely on one tactics that you should vary them depending on the opponent we share because obia ni they will see born football and the formations no your one who do your varieties we share team or 4-3-3 and 3 no a diamond offensive diamond and defensive diamond and diamond flat 3 unto the same tactics to say obia or the other one because Arteta is totally confused. I must say no or ma sa na transform into the players intama players na no cry na you quality be some sort of any agency ne willingness being free players no I mean tough time I think I was impeni for sure no mo take decision
I was yes sake Arteta
either say ye be pamuna na say di obi a ne nim die ne wo soro kakra ba be ka no no nsu am fi say Arteta needs time he needs time or share the Pep from name Mourinho big coaches na Arteta nyanu I mean how many years has he been in charge as a coach? He was learning from Pep there but onyenu to the stage now team like Arsenal any team kitwa anti pressure no so I think say Arteta hiamwa
na Arteta ya man one time nyamwa yampam no na sa ya be relegation team relegation straight to
na me kan dey no kwa ida say ye be ja no kwan na say be pe obi abeka no na onko sunsuya mini Arteta ka me come chi no still mesua mo ida say me come back to Pep and say me Pep nyimbi na machine asa na say onko pe team ketu bi Arsenal nye team a e betimi take sa risk no so
okay enti I don't know Arsenal I say you know okay I don't know Yamra game and Obiara anymore and most especially the battle between Lukaku and Virgil van Dijk and an Obiara Mount say real game no Liverpool fans now I artworks been in them chrome say no Lukaku I don't know or Odru you know game no and there was some key talking points in the game. Christian, Michelle Sefru, so Chelsea, Liverpool, and Onim Minnesota Okwadwa no in Mika, and I like the spirit to show the about Chelsea. Even when they were man down, they were playing as if they're 11-11.
Yes,
and Arsenal man down. I bet you 4 goals and 5.
And you didn't know.
And of course, they heard the penalty incident.
Saturday near can say 2 teams in a very difficult so between the 2 teams. Before last weekend game no we 2 games. Obia has 5 goals. Obian concede goal. Again, coaches now the two teams in the bench you know, two of the finest German tacticians, and now I'm about into battle this Saturday. So now my game, you know, to even call it Saturday, now very 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 difficult and close to call. Saturday me kind say game now it will be decided on individual mistakes. Untimely predicted before the game. Liverpool came into this game. Abrano or the form Kesiepa neighbor. They were unbeaten the last 12 games. They've won the last 7 and Omakipu clean sheet in the last 4. So form in Liverpool everybody into this game one. And most importantly, now Liverpool able Anfield packed to full capacity. Se team biane Liverpool bo na ye Anfield. Na support the bar. Sa atmosphere no kwa intimidating enough. I want show team results. But I think say two managers no game na there were certain individual mistakes. They have to go back and learn from Sabia. Ebin CBM. The first mistake I mean Liverpool is the way they defended the corner kick na Kai Havertz goal. Chairman, zona marking. Odem say defenders me sending na align up. Our line also. And just space between Liverpool and Chelsea attackers no. Kai Havertz intelligently and run it to the far end of the corner post. No defender follow him. Obian follow no. And odin the keyboard no and let's admit it. Baby a Kai Havertz and run ya kosia ball no. And in the keyboard no team direct ball to the far angle no. Chairman, and easy technique. Say end play baby timiaye. Baby a ball ba. Na odin the home. Now, as I diverted to the other end of the goal post, no, that was an amazing thing that Brent Fein Kai Havertz and so etimi eye. Etino before I say game no because now you could see say Chelsea for near ding. They were pressing, they were challenging, they were closing all spaces. But chairman, another idea me when they say Chelsea for complain about the red card. I think say Yerika can want them. Some running there. See better some running in Sesano because two punishment at the same time. Either it's a red card and as I say a penalty, now a penalty. You can't give a penalty and a red card at the same time. So video ni pa of unfortunate me show. So video ni pa. I think say he moved the hand towards the ball. Tama ball ni bana ajarinya we yabeba we so answer. Tama ball ni do goal post no. He moved the hand towards the ball. And that makes a bit deliberate. Say as was that and inside elbow ball no. Anything no sa red card in there. Baby na me tell me share ball. And after several replay no I think the referee got it right. A spot on penalty and a red card. But chairman, before the red card, Chelsea had several indecisions at the final third of the pitch.
Any penalty?
It was a still picture. As about this, but the video
no. But I know say a lot of say it came about body now and go oh, and they say Chelsea for contention. They say about off his body.
Yes.
But
they said there was movement of the hand.
They say they are not thinking about the movement. I think about say mostly about body niko bonensa. But I know so say Premier League rules, no. If it's stopping a goal from being scored, and also moji. It's point is say.
What the consequence?
I don't know because say oh the what area be a yellow card.
But Emrani say prevent such an obvious goal scoring opportunity. And yellow card is a red card. So the referee gave a proper interpretation of the law in that circumstance. Say then it was a red card. There was no way the referee could have given a yellow card. But before say penalty red card in Bebano. Indecision out Chelsea apart on the final third. Chelsea Chamu and the costume ye papa. Made the image me my Jerry. The first image. Liverpool for elbow highlight. Chelsea a chomo kanta. Your body in where the only ye where your baby anabo no kra Lukaku. The next image never check be say Lukaku the ball niko. Esenka ball ne baha. Abaha say chairman one touch pass. One touch a goal. Now I think that was Messi Mount. No a diverted ball by Faha say baby Alisson Becker a close Gabriel Dadano. No the bonako for now Alisson Becker chino. Anyway, would they imagine? Sekabo the Beno play bia all that awareness now. Just a one touch through pass to Lukaku and there's a goal. Senka Chelsea and yes are indecisive in the final third now. Before the red card, they should have scored at least 2 or 3 before the red card. The next image, the next image in Swa. Bonako, the other side, Jamaha. What do you do? Baby, Kai Havertz.
Simple
tapping.
I'm not West Ham goal now. I mean, almost goal. No, it was
Simple
a similar.
Boy, they turn one more. What design you gonna be map player now? Empty net. Alison Becker is already beaten. Empty net tapping. Wash go the amount. You know, one of the things I think that Thomas Tuchel bet me ako. No ako suya the every money say. Sa decision another place in the make it off and third no. Me sure say amu kra. Say come here that decisive now before the record no. Kachechi say 2 or 3. The next one simple, chairman. Gentia me say Obia ka Thomas Tuchel asem, an amazing coach. Ubo game Anfield. Yadi penalty echiawo. We are a man down. And to make matters worse, say Ubo game against Liverpool. Now you're a man down. You need N'Golo Kante. He lost N'Golo Kante too. How many coaches will survive under such circumstances for Anfield? When you need to defend. No asa lusu, a man down. No asa lusu, N'Golo Kante. Chama, they know simple. Only say no about back three. Cesar Spilicueta now one of the back three no. Natural on him full back but number 2 ball. It is Cesar Spilicueta anchor number 2. Now he can't have a free. No the Thiago Silva center back wall. No the back 4. And Liverpool who can see a pan is that you see the half spaces. Any the lines now in between the lines, you know. So half spaces between in between the lines, you know. They use it very much. Chairman or say Jorginho, any Kovacic should stay close to each other. Any half spaces, you know, and the lines, the space between in the lines, you know, they should close it. Sir, Ajuma no moye, any proper defending na Liverpool ye, you know. Even with a man down, chairman, is something as will be a how to defend with a man down. They should get that tape. No Munsia. The way Kovacic, any Jorginho, dropping back. Now closing those spaces, you know. Chairman, I idea who pursue how a bit to be defending in such situation. Something must also learn. Again, in the Liverpool who are dimpa no one how they use so full backs no. And I'm a game no. Man, not many occasions are. Now Liverpool full backs no. Cross. I'm successful. Anytime I cross in Bebiano, I'm deal with the cross. I don't know him. And that's in the first place, chairman. On my crossing him back. Crossing him in the first place. And I think that's the circumstances they see here. Emma Thomas Tuchel 80 a point from Anfield no. Chairman, amazing. But before the record, say come here a bit decisive for they could score at least a goal before the red card, chairman.
Well, Obi, yeah, Liverpool, Chelsea. In fact, over to the 2 teams are be title contenders. Absolutely. And over me no born no bona. I mean level no so.
Obia me obia be top.
Obia. And here Antonio Rudiger after Rudiger now you know on Instagram after the game. Or the tour said 1 man down, no matter 1 point. Against such a strong opponent.
Absolutely.
It's almost satisfied.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure so be a Chelsea fan will be satisfied with the result, especially so when you're red card.
Yeah.
What you mean in Liverpool at Anfield?
Yeah.
No, what you mean picking 1 point?
Yeah. Chairman, you're spot on. Oh, you're right. But I think we have to take a bow for Anfield ambience, Liverpool for creating. Before the game, send your Musi 2 anthem, no cry, no me a Madrid fan, but I was sick cry me because I'm a grown near there and me sure say you know, anthems, no need your man who say results no matter it wedding. But I'm just hopeful sir we will learn as far as yeah and Ghana have Premier League near concern. Liverpool create this atmosphere now. Mrs. say now just say
Rudiger posted in here, and I'll say that's been a battle. One crucial point with 1 man down against this strong opponent. Happy with it. #hustle. #always believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, OE supporters Nisi in China, they were simply amazing. But Mr. Thomas Tuchel took a certain decision, of course, after the red card, you know. But Jurgen Klopp, the decision to drop Timakas and ball Andrew Robertson, you know, it was a bit risky. Truth be told, because now Andrew Robertson Robo on rare games because Timakas has been fantastic first 2 games of the season. Now person who coaches not doing and then I bet Drew Agrobi say now boy no born ube in a scene China around the 80th minute thereabouts. No one Roberts now know the whole season on starting game manable, but that was my estimation a very good decision. And we said from last season. Amani huna Liverpool fonya Joe Gomez a Pra Matip a Pra Van Dijk a Pra There was a Fabinho ni Jordan Henderson full center back positions no yehu Jordan Henderson, and truth be told I think that's the sort of leadership Arsenal for lucky or midfield no obia okura ball no kra na ni teammates no ehun kakra because unim say one year Jordan Henderson obe command obe tian, and Jordan Henderson quality or the man Liverpool for midfield no dia eso any Harvey Elliott. Under normal circumstance, there was on the right side of the front three. So on the right side will mean say maybe a Salah or a Mane because they are no much changing positions. But hold on to me, Remo. Into the central midfielders. No, he had a good chance. A shot be a now or Sanko Bonnier, but the rate at which Sir Branton is develop, a lot of credit to Mr. Jurgen Klopp. He's done really well. Now you share any full backs, no wing backs, no omu battles, no send the Trent Alexander-Arnold against Alonso. Now when Reece James against Robertson, I think especially Trent and Reece James will be a prey. England number 1 in terms of right back position. Unfortunately, Reece James do free moon them, but I think Chelsea for your idea in handling. Liverpool for more fullbacks because you say in Pempi, Liverpool for pretty free, especially Trent Alexander-Arnold. So I share Liverpool last 2 games or become midfielders no, and the idea of MC tips no BNC free Pep Guardiola inverted fullbacks. 2 no, your boys will be starting next season. Partner number 2. Oh, dasu jinan 10 wow. Na born corner dasu jinawa. I mean, you will see a CBB. So ball no corner anymore as a fullback who become midfielders no. No more creative overload war into ball mulusu ball na no massage anymore, and I idea back one I who said no crack Liverpool mono so any papa ye Firmino say form no form kakra into sa competition at Jurgen Klopp at Diamone Diego Jota no and was said twice so, and I think sir had the game been 11-11, it would have been an amazing game. But of course, red card no and the problems but to put Chelsea in proper context, Liverpool bought 24 shots, and moved 7 on target. But Bakupe the ran net. So Bakupe the ran net no crano, no penalty. Chelsea no crack. Chelsea defending no na ya there so any papa ye. So your Chelsea team no made up of great players: Thiago Silva, Cesar Spilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, Marcos Alonso, midfield no N'Golo Kante, Mateo Kovacic, Jorginho. No cranny Chelsea team no all round baby. Now I'm ranting crana took your deal Thiago Silva, Kovacic. Na dia kumi crana ya Trevor Chalobah. Or their branch bam, send your branch and cover N'Golo Kante Jumano. Na chese many aso papa ye. I no crack. Sir, between Chelsea and Liverpool, the Chelsea for 1 point, no. But me sure, sir, Reece James there will be a red card. Yeah, there's no debate about that because I'm so panicky kakra. Born sereno. I say born in Sano. Nani yem shisheno. Hey, me na mi jina touch. Me na mi jina line so. Mami nye bibinti Hona Suarez. Adriani Bibani Chimwa or Denisa. And no, I said Anthony Taylor. A call VA or call camera and screens so when need 30 seconds ipo. Or hey I
had Chelsea for say. It looks like us and we're deciding all.
Let me chairman say clear. Me know sometimes they say the letter of the law, but the spirit in itself so yeah boy. Me and come here referee and come man yellow card. Now grown and kasa there because oyi ni free no now afraid the Lukaku ne Van Dijk in Tokwa na epesi ehu no. Ye hu ni ye but Lukaku ye fit. Edru baby or pay Matip etu baby or Sanso train Van Dijk or corner line ho. A Branton no the breach and some guys Chelsea team they all round goalkeeper Modimo Osro. Edward Mendino on go down, chairman.
He made some amazing saves.
Oh, he go da papa. And Lukaku no so or Ma Van Dijk ne Matip more many. Now was a do okra Fabinho no abwa Sam Rantem you know. Into Chelsea na nkasa no a coach Thomas Tuchel. Washishe team in such a way say our talent no ho and that's the difference. Quality no ho and our coach no so yeah juma. Into Mrantene Bobo na 10 against 11. Liverpool for no. And yeah, goalkeeper Alisson Becker and Kadiasem Fufro Ebeba. Into your coaches no soon say red card bar. Nya friend I don't say be good. Be smart, think. Ma ye who say I'm pa coach who ye training. Uma mrante no unim plan BBC how to react, and that reaction is the difference between Mikel Arteta and Abraham Penya, a friend of Thomas Tuchel, because Mikel Arteta reacted, Thomas Tuchel reacted here with some very good changes. And the reading of the game, no, the beer game ni bedru biano, ni pe was all the bem. Thomas Tuchel is such a fantastic man. And Liverpool, sorry, Chelsea ball no, a bit about to move who said, look, there's a Chelsea side. I need the Omania break, for example. Of course, I gave me an example. You know, omun person who break you omun down heading. But that's why Chelsea bobola and no. For example, Chelsea Real Madrid, I was Stamford Bridge, utum some paboli Chelsea for bono, frank asa. But Liverpool for a problem kakra. No credit say omomrantie mi ensa no mo anim ho no. On and off, consistent. And question Chelsea for close gaps no. But especially midfielders no. Thiago Alcantara bel no. Na me so be mama passes biama. Omo to me break it down. Me catch Chelsea for defense, but omo to me anyesa. On the evidence of play, I must say, sir, no credit. Chelsea deserved at least a draw in this encounter, and they truly got it. Top 4 need you can't register Mumia Liverpool and Chelsea register Mudia to order that. And I guess at the end of the season we'll enjoy a very, very good. And unfortunately, Timo Werner cried to me right team nimu. And already saying Kai Havertz ni Mason Mount about double 10 now. Meaning see coaches no so bet me sua de Sadia ne kakra because we Man City about double 10. Obetima about Bernardo Silva ni Kai Gundogan, Calvin De Bruyne akwa nyamaye. No have Chelsea so Otimipa Mount, no about Kai Havertz or Hakim Ziyech for bench or Timo Werner ni our bench. No, he said, look, with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andrew Robertson, you know, and Cowboy Timo Werner. And can more on so a man in bebre, but forget it, angle no cry. Or forget it, Trent and Roberts in some mobile crosses, no, and no man number 10 for him, you know, a pretty anti born free midfield by and no more and Omujeja. And what's the deal? Omu tab ben referees no because I am pempi no referees no omu per space baby onu kwabe omu say Chelsea boys no omu 10 men omu ben referee no so you can get those penetrative passes na Lukaku so etumi aye na adwuma so Liverpool for fans catch omu hwe Lukaku ma hu na me sure some game no 90 minutes in here. Lukaku was a big presence in defending corner kicks, in shielding the ball, Gina ball. So good results at Chelsea for I was so much.
Well, the red card incident to Rhys James.
Yeah.
My own Jurgen Klopp say it was harsh. To tell you, say I'm gonna say referee who ya no dan okoi. I say look what they did. Okay. Down to 10 men. They could have changed to 4 at the back. They could have gone with something different in midfield, but they kept a back 5 and counter attacks. So they still had an advantage because in the area where you score goals, they had 8 players plus a goalie. Jurgen Klopp. And I know say the debate for the Chelsea fans, the referee was not wrong. And Radaman who trying to do it. The handbook now, Premier League handbook now, about double punishment. It gives room for double punishment. Say a red card and a penalty. They say, man, who say, I'm a debate, say they should review Sadio. Say where a player denies the opposing team a goal or an obvious goal scoring opportunity by a handball offense, the player is sent off wherever the offense occurs. I don't know. So now then it becomes the issue of handball. I also OG, but the ball was going. Obviously, Kenyan in Sadan get on it. Yeah, you know. Then and also the rich. Brahman San Masako.
Masako. Video now. Movie Nensano.
I slow mo especially.
Nensano. It's in say because the hand was at a natural position and the boy no crown. If it's at a natural position,
to Chelsea, it wasn't. It was not super or natural body position.
Yes.
I'll say a non-natural position there, but a unnatural, sir.
But the problem is that if this thing had happened, anywhere in the 18-yard box, and towards goal, and a referee had penalty, I'm on the record. Different. Chamo, the ball was heading towards goal. Somebody was about scoring a goal. And he say a natural position po it me and penalty senya nsa na ball na to atrem ya tieka I think that the Chelsea fans should accept it. But
Bible say Anthony Taylor video or a picture. Yes, or a picture.
I don't want to see it now.
I didn't know many video no
He
picture.
spent less than 3 seconds, not 30 seconds. Well, Drew Anodano. It makes people believe as a
Man say he be creating and from some Chelsea fans are kwano Jordan Thomas. I'm so against you.
Mama Lanche operation stop him from their games. That's why 53,000
on social media.
Yeah, 53,000 and I know when ya equal like here Marcos Alonso equal like he Sadena Kosono. Chamo Enra two things. Now you say ya can't say Nibia. Goalkeeper Edward Mendy. Okay.
First time in the crowd, but he's first time in
he's a super goalkeeper.
First time in but I think
Orbano.
Orbano
na ni profile ni society. Unya wrong so because Orbano na enim de waye bebe sa. Ubetuma gina so aka say oye top notch goalkeeper Orba. But chamo, the Obama last season. Any the was started Eddie manager say he's indeed a very good goalkeeper. And Nyame won say a take Chelsea legendary goalkeeper. Former goalkeeper, Peter Cech, and or recommendation of boy in Fabra. There was one shot, Fabinho shot, no, or you soon in Sassi, and a TP and a Bona and Tottenham. And Obi Riley said it. Chamo, it's not as if Liverpool did not create openings in the Chelsea defense. The number of shots I on ball on target, no, at Chelsea they open Chelsea defense, no. But when you are able to even open the defense, you still have a man to beat in the post, Edward Mendy. And that is where Liverpool FLE on all the occasions on be a defense, with the exception of the penalty. So yes, Liverpool scored, but it was from the penalty spot. But on numerous occasions, passes neighbor, no more open defense. Still, on one to me MBT Benjamin Mendy. The coach Thomas Tuchel actually said he has a different dimension to his game. So what you say, or a coach, yes, or ball the 4-5-2, and I say or whatever strategy now.
Engineer club say Emre record it made the situation more difficult for Liverpool instead, not Chelsea, because or say
they had
where they had to go
where you score.
No. Chelsea were 8 players the general and the goalkeeper can
normally set type of defense because Mourinho and Sano Juma.
I pack the bus.
It's Nyadia and Kofo Nim Thomas Tuchel as one of those managers, especially the teams are managing now in the career. On yes, I do be my own. But I know me who's a different tenor. Assuming so Konya be a 2-legged affair. When you have a very good score line in the first leg, no, of course, second leg. Now record Biaba 2009 Christian Inter
2010
Barcelona 2010 Champions League. Thiago Motta after 14 minutes or so record. Jose calls the boys. No, and we saw how they defended Samuel Eto'o. Eka 2 no one Douglas Boy kon ebo 2. Aka Diego Alberto Milito pe and a one nimo a omochebo no mo e dia bre no. Na yenim se Thomas Tuchel e was sa ability na obetimi apake sa de ne bi. But chamo oye ni to perfection. Normally, obi obe sa de we bia no. Aya no mo committed dangerous tackles, any offenses around the 18-yard box. This man, need no boy. Chamo ya who's had any. Say Chelsea committee fouls and 18-yard box. Nature we bet me page abeshakrano. He was not doing that again. We now talk about the introduction of Alcantara. The reason Alcantara was to use channels, the passing lanes very well. So we bet the ball number Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. Now Chelsea blocks lanes with a man down. Normally, you can do that when you are all with the same number. But this is a numerical disadvantage. They bring in somebody who passes so well. Alcantara from Barcelona, called Bayern Munich. That is an ability to pass and control the game from deep of the midfield. He comes in and still Chelsea midfielders crosses our channels and passing lanes. Ball ain't me locate Obia. I was so impressed with gamer Thomas Tuchel, a boy. Wamaya who said, it's not just about one-dimensional coach. Your coach is Chamo. So what you with the main attributes in the Oyena? No, I'm confused. One of them, my own Pep Guardiola. Pep comes into a game, he decides, or Bob Bono, say, Unya antidote to that. Onya Shibim. But this is a record about to a team. And by me say about first half of the year, so 45 minutes to play against a team like Liverpool at the Anfield, where, as Obi said, supporters are back the cup end omo tonyum enye dede, but you are able to stand 45 minutes toe to toe with them, and Chelsea created chance na ehu a ka chance kra betimi apeke all the 3 points as tekiti yambo Thomas Tuchel abaso for club. Liverpool supporters were not happy. Most of them were not happy, especially when he took off Firmino. But because later Obechirim said there was an injury. Yeah, everybody who's were proud. But after the game, no, and Obechirim said there was an injury, and the man every bone. Two teams in SLA, a very good game for everybody. Now, obviously, two teams no top for them. Man City is okay. This is Aka one.
And Tottenham back home.
I don't know what you man you for the Tottenham.
Oh, okay, man you.
Say what free Chelsea for also come on you was. But that's not
Chelsea when they say they don't win.
For football, I don't know if you know Ange.
And Roy Keane say Ronaldo consign and go giant. Team Nasa don't know.
Half time now. Oh, you comment no say just I see go equal. He may pull out.
I see he may pull out of the deal. Or Manchester now. Or Baba Bona. Oh, there Yama Andy Memo. Na you share
observation that be because there's no competition in Germany. And no correct. But the way almost like kill competition no crano are more devastating. On him say weekend we Lewandowski last season Lewandowski share 41 goals every Gerd Müller record. The entire didn't so betimi share 40 or more goals in Germany say on 34 match not 38.
Yeah.
Other countries in 38.
Yeah.
By Germany about 34. Into be the 38 share 40 goals are 134 no team share.
Yeah.
But Lewandowski last season 41 goals are or breaking Gerd Müller's record.
Pure FM.
Enra obo hat-trick. Last season obo 13 consecutive Bundesliga matches are in no shegu. So obviously there's no competition in Germany. But hadie team by league by and I do the first no. Or we are the following season or third do the second place.
Aye.
And for the best last season we a league no. Na Bayern Munich energy and Leipzig etosu mienu. Watoni center back Upamecano. And ya wasato ni central midfielder Marcel Sabitzer. Wasafa ni coach account. Asafa team no di second coach. What they translate this into Premier League. Last season Man City na G League. And Manchester tosu mienu. The following season na Man City afa Man City by Manchester United coach.
The difference is that Bayern ne others ni muche.
Yeah.
In terms of finances no. Almost catching omu bebre dodo. But don't go Premier League na asa omo boboso. Obia o cash.
Premier League no enya possible.
Na Burnley ground go sign Leon for top player.
Enya possible say the Waji League betimi ato even the top 4 among the top 4 betimi ato the player.
Yeah.
But when they do the first say told you tosu me no wato the coach ato the center back ato the central midfielder. The cost on there Amaje Bundesliga 9 times. They may win it 15 times.
Ah, they go ombeko krabro, obi go mbeko abro ta. Dortmund num grand Leipzig num ya dey so mtimi competing akra.
My dreams or monto ma obi aha no dem mom. That's buying for national, they scout, they buy the best national product.
Yeah.
Aha, nti wo chromo na omodemo so ani nko ade. Ogitum, o mampanyin kra gitum say was buying na okosom. Omun neka, buying neka. Say you dey cut £2 million and I dey omun neka. There's always money to buy. They don't have a problem. So player now one call abroad there, you play for Bayern.
Well, Andy, we run here through the stories. Messi about Olivier Giroud. Mom said 4-1, right?
Great performance from
and is a Giroud.
Brahim Diaz.
You baby that's why you so Tammy Abraham so yes.
In fact, the Jose Di Roma team no was say my Nicole.
I say mama they are believing.
Yeah.
Tammy say go to Ultras.
Yeah.
You could see as a Roma for a strong belief they could do something. Because there is a certain Josie.
Absolutely.
And I answer the Ateta. Where then what you say? Andy, Messi about the first game.
Messi about the first game. Now, young hair no kakrebi. Now, hours before Messi come on the first game, no. Also, now away game.
Yeah.
Now, you hear PSG fans, no. Time a PSG team ni free. Omu team hotel, Aqua Stadium, no. Nipa net tar hotel, nani mo no.
Messi you go.
Right. Hours before game, the PSG team hotel. Omu Stadium, now, interestingly, PSG fans in Kwao.
That's why I'm chanting Messi.
To him, you know,
you know. I'm not for now for you at your home. also catch a glimpse of Messi.
Yeah, Leo Messi. Now our park ne so Messi ebe mu no. Eno so yehwe said yesi ete. Messi for the first time at OC Academy team bia na enye Barcelona. Na eno ani ehwe nim senke bia Messi Suarez Messi Neymar Mbappe ne be adwuma but o ma anya ne sa o nte o ri o mu yi na free mu.
Omu yi Neymar
mum di.
Ena Messi
ba. E bai. Ebe rem na Leo so be ro be adwuma kama na eno na ma Reims goalkeeper no. Ne ba no o mu wie ye no. Okofa ne ba no koma Messi say
odi ni ntwa picture.
Messi ne ba ni ntwa picture.
Ready.
Tini.
Ghana hapa ngedi o medi na tem. O ya say wanda ko fa ba so ni obi ntwa picture. Oh na be sa no. Ghana hapa chance ade we. Sevilla, fan Sevilla Chelsea Bekum Chelsea no kotoko. Na kotoko ko Sevilla Bekum Chelsea wa ewo Bekuma. Na Bekum for goalkeeper na afa ne ba so ni ntwa picture. E be Justice Blay. Ana Richard Bodu. What you don't do Bekum. So you lose ball and foul. Okay.
Na Chairman here Musa Sissoko. On the Tottenham for transfer no last week yeah. Na omo de call Watford. O call Watford no. The first game no omo Tottenham. Na there no branch there ko first was share da. Ball no ejarebe sam here in the picture back. Ball no what touchline so ball no ball coach no Espirito. So Espirito buy no ko.
Aye.
So what is a scenario?
Or the sun.
The ball na saro. And almost was said that. Ono so there be ball no clear. Almost was said that the ball coach na pam no.
Ball trana o bobo say obi say.
German also Manchester United players ni bi on mana stone na no Cristiano Ronaldo ba no so munyindi. Saturday me ka di here the NHL. Na eno mu wi o match no. Na reporter ni ebusa oni Paul Pogba say Ronaldo inclusion no. Ewo Manchester United omu gidi se sign ebesi akọ na obo Ronaldo di na di here say who no so Ronaldo na interestingly say they say oni Paul Pogba nyina the way omu see ya as eye omu wanwa say Ronaldo else back to Manchester United
omu Ronaldo
babebo na jare benya di here na nko am ya we say dey see ete o we ni da bi we jare Paul Pogba mama di here na baby no oni Paul Pogba na gina o we Pogba de omudi na tema bo wi okoche o de Jesse koche opponent no
okay.
Wolves no
fans
na omudi na te omu no mu huru no one Ruben Neves ball no out ya na e ma go ne bae no e na no omudi na tem te omu Paul ball na na okọ omu aho e no sa koche omu agisi
na eze o yesa say eze ni bagone ni ewu eze say ni bagone onani ewu so on de omoje enye san ko be ma kra no
yeah
Kenya because of Accra we na team di na God be ma Accra
na the here near you no omo busa omo say Ronaldo inclusion no so already here already said na no city na o busa say why Ronaldo when your opportunity any zero ese ba bi ginam na ne be nyina akue chama ma me fancy say mun sam no do
ai
na ma ba ko pe
my Mbappe latest
akwa ko do France omo campo eno latest no na yenwe Jose Mourinho say obi say I see ma attention eko Roma na Mourinho after no victory no so okofie wa mfa ne ka anko okofa train na train no team na pizza
Jose Mourinho Osada
Jose
out a business class so you Jose Mourinho pa
ono akasa always on your Instagram page and ono akasa post it to ni Instagram
you am train on dey ko
otino obo ni pizza nini
no aji go akula a huge endorsement wa koko a huge endorsement at the moment they say they were going to say when you say ni fie ni kwa ni mu but I go here there every time the media attention no we are down we catch it they say Mbappe the end there enya yi obi anya yi
say we be 2 days be to go into 30
echna by 11 p.m.
na aso when anya ya woni bejo
no so ball or boy any day I mean ball or boy no na che say o free team ni mu e be ha o free team mo be ha o mo pa mo mo fa ni agro cause boy no dey only ball chairman the way we see flicky air ball no and a second goal no cry Hakimi there but PSG without Mbappe enya easy more musa.
Well, remember Chiefs so because you care about transfers near you know. Chiefs are there say we say adwuma nti